Oh, I also ran a raid last night that I couldn't record. There's so many things. So the things I collected, I got the helm from Marks. Very nice, very nice. The Thorben's Dauntless helm. And I also got these gloves, the Gundams of a Bishop Brain. That was from Drowning Halls. Second boss, I think. Second boss? First boss? One of those bosses. Second boss. Alrighty. Just use the icon to leave group so you don't have to waste your... although I might not be... Oh, I'm in Meridian. That's good. And that is that. I'm probably going to go get some lunch or something. I'll talk to you guys another time. Bye! Okay, this next part might be not very interesting to you guys, but one of the things you do to make money is you sell stuff. I've got lots and lots of stuff to sell. I don't even try to collect stuff most of the time. I just... yeah. It's ridiculous how much you get in this game. And there's certain things that you probably won't really make any money trying to sell, but I try to sell them anyway, because I'm a weirdo like that. So I just kind of want to give you a brief idea of what I suggest you do to make money. So, we've got here, I searched for the item, Crystallized Stone Source. You can just right-click on it, as you can see, and it'll... No.
Bring honor to your people. I am honored.
So you right-click on it and you can see how much it is. I suggest, because there's a major effort, it seems, or I don't know what, for people to put items in for prices that are way too low. When you see 175.0, put in 174.99. Now it may seem like I'm just barely undercutting him, but there is going to be in this game a certain amount sold no matter what, and you only hurt people if you underprice items. So a lot of times, I mean, and it happens so much in this game that it's just a better situation to put it at one silver less than the lowest, and the lowest buyout, not the bid. Ignore the bids. So, oops, let's see. For example, this one, no one's selling it, so put it at too high of a price. I'll put it at 15, which is I also prefer to use 99.99, so that's 15. It's too expensive, but it doesn't. I mean, in a way, you should try to overprice everything. Here's another one here, so I think I have it for slightly more, so just 0.79. And if you think about it, I mean, it takes a little bit of logicking out, but it's actually much preferred to do it that way. Because if you put one in for half the price, and then somebody wants to beat your price, they have to beat your price by however much they plan on doing it, where they would have sold theirs. Like, for example, if I put mine at 15 platinum here, and somebody else put it in for $14.99.99, and they sold theirs for $14.99.99, they might have made $28.99.98 if I had put it at a better price. Really, you're not trying to save the money of the buyers. You're trying to encourage the money to the sellers, almost always. Okay, so 29, 28, 99, 99. Sorry. I'll be right back. And I has returned. Alright, so I want to show you something a little different. We've got these platinum bars here. This is a perfect example. We've got 28 of them. I make sure that I have no more than 28 in the auction house at any time, because you don't want to flood the market with a product. And I have a macro here, Control 9. I'm not actually doing that. It's not a macro, it's a script, which is very legal. And it just splits my stack up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way, no matter how many somebody wants, they can say, if I want 8 of them, buy like the 6 and the 2, or whatever. One way you could do it, of course, is you could do 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, or whatever on that situation. And they'd still be able to choose however much they wanted. But I just think that people aren't that bright. That's how I think it works. So I usually do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then look for the price. This is another good example. As you can see, people are trying to sell it for 4 silver more than the vendor 2 price, which is 538. And the problem with that is it costs 80 silver just to put it on the auction house, so it would be a major loss, not a major loss, but a pretty decent loss. And so what I do is, instead of selling it, I don't sell it. I just take this one item here that somebody's trying to sell it for, and I just go bid, because it's make sure that the bid amount is the same as that, otherwise somebody else has already bid on it. So just bid. That way you're taking the very product that is too low of a price, you are taking it out of the economy, and you may end up even selling it to a vendor for the very same price that you bought it for, but you're eliminating that as a problem. So that basically explains most of it. One of the other kind of troubling things is sometimes things can only stack up to 20. Oh, also, Discordant Energies, nobody ever buys them. I've never seen one of those sell. So that's one of the few items that's a trade good that I won't put on the auction house. There's a few other things that sell very poorly, but they all do sell eventually. Although these explosive filters have not. But when I have this situation, I take the number, like 2 right there, and have it as the second one in the slot. Then I manually put 3, 4, 5, 6, and with whatever's left I split that. That's the same as how my macro works. And then that's jolly good, sir. Jolly good. $6.99. So I always price it a little too high whenever there's nobody else selling it. And that's just how it rolls. I also have a script that will auction off these 4 items, these 2 items, and that item. So every time I split one. So I've got... And also the script works good for other sizes too. I have slightly different scripts for different amounts. The script that works on 28 works all the way down to 17. Here's 13 right here, so... I better not do that one. I don't know if I... Well, here's one that's 9. This one is this one's a different script as well. This one goes between 8 and 10. As you may notice, there are a lot of things that are between 8 and 10. Not that one, but other things like 9, 9, 9, 8, 10, stuff like that. So it's a different script. So it just splits it differently. So this is a script going now. So I have 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1. Just make it so that you always have... Wow, that sold fast. Make it so you always have 7 items in the auction house. And there's a reason for that. I'll show you. So 258, so 257. Okay, so I'm going to use my script. Boink, boink, and I'm just hands-free right now. It's totally not cheating. It's just... a lot of keyboards can do it. I just use software to do it. And the reason you want to do 7 is this is kind of an advertising thing. Boink! All of them are mine. So 7 is how many can fit in the screen, and you have to scroll down to see anyone else's. So it's competitive. It's a competitive strategy, but it actually benefits the overall economy more than other schemes or schemas. I will show the splitting of the stack for the... Oh, these I don't think I have. Well, so I'm going to do a different one, the middle one, the one that goes between 11 and 16 right now. So it does 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and then as many as it can split. So it can... What happens is if there's 17, this would be 3, this would be 4. If there's 11, this would be 1 and 1. So it always makes 7 amounts, and somewhat ascending. Wow, I'm umming a lot. I don't know why I'm umming so much. But I don't know if I have more in the bank, so I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to try to sell off all of my singular items. So that's 2 plat. 1.99.99. Oh, also with the green items, just sell them at double the vendor price. That's the best way to do it.